Hey, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Jordan, and today I'm coming at you with a Scream 5, aka Scream 2022 trailer breakdown review. No, trailer breakdown. I've already watched it a few times. It's a little late, but we're gonna hop straight into it, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. And of course, if you do enjoy the video, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps me out tremendously. And without further ado, let's get into the video. And right off the bat, you got a lot of people that always like make fun of the landline, like who has a landline anymore. But anyway, let's continue. No. Okay, so mom's out of town again. You should come over here. Free dinner, mini binge watch options. Have to do better. So I'm guessing either the killer has cloned, like somehow, I don't know, cloned the phone, or I don't know, it's weird. Or Amber's dead, which I don't think she is, and I'll tell you why later. And then this is when she starts to get suspicious. This isn't Amber.
This isn't funny, Amber.
Would you like to play a game, Tara?
And that part I liked, low key. Also, look at that. Listen, I liked it because I feel like it has to be a stylistic choice. I don't think Roger L is just getting old like people saying, because if you see any of his fan cameos, you can see that he still has it. He can still do the voice like he did 25 years ago. So, you know, I think it's a stylistic choice, and I think it kind of works because it sounds grittier and darker, and I think that fits with this new movie because it doesn't seem like there's going to be that much comedy. But again, we can't tell from this based off this trailer alone. But anyway, look, you can see a little continuity. I hope they fix it by the time, you know, the final cut of the film comes out. But yeah, you can see her shirt is already ripped and slashed. So yeah, I hope they fix that because I really do like continuity. It's one of the reasons I don't like when freaking movies recast actors, because it just bugs me so much. But anyway, yeah, hope they fix that in the final cut. And she gets cut. And I like the way that they kind of integrate the technology of today into it. 'Cause I don't know, man, it just fits. Because Scream is always, like, I know people, like, dude, Scream has always been, like, about keeping up with the newest technology. Like, even the first one, you know, with cell phones not being really that big at play back then. And you even get the funny line where he's like, what are you doing with a cellular telephone, son? I was watching the original movie in theaters for the 25th anniversary, and as soon as he said that, everybody in the theater just started laughing, obviously, because literally everybody and their mom has a freaking phone in 2021. So like, kids have phones these days, so that was kind of funny to be in the theater and hear everybody laughing at that. But yeah, okay, so I know people think this is a spoiler. Listen, I don't think I know she's not gonna die again. I'll tell you why later in the trailer. You can basically see that she doesn't die. But for all we know, dude, at the end of the day, she could still end up being a killer. They could probably work it out that way. So, and also another theory is that they might go like the Avengers, what was it, the Avengers Infinity War or Endgame route, where they basically show clips that aren't even actually in the movie and it's a completely different film, which I low-key do hope they do, because that would keep it surprising. I hope this is in the film, of course, and I'm sure it will be. And for all we know, this might not even be the opening attack. This might be maybe the second or third, in which Dewey kind of talks about in a bit. But yeah, she's not gonna die, at least not in this scene. And Ghostface, bro, my boy, and this will probably be the thumbnail, but but my boy Ghostface is just, oh, he looks awesome, dude. At first, I don't know why I thought he looked different, but he looks great in this movie. Um, but yeah, and of course, you kind of get the indication there might be two killers, and I hope there's probably, I somewhat hope there's three just to make it even more unique. Because we haven't gotten three killers yet. We've gotten one with Roman and then two in all the other films. So I do hope maybe they switch it up with three. And it would be interesting to see if there's just one, but I feel like there's at least two. You know, you saw Ghostface Slasher at the front, and then he got in at some point after unlocking the door at one of the points. But yeah, let's go. Let's keep moving. It's January. Sidney.
Hello?
And this is kind of good because I've kind of like heard this from other people that have talked about Scream 4, in which in Scream 4, Sidney doesn't have a phone, probably because she's tired of getting all these calls and is probably paranoid. Oh, if I answer the phone, it's going to be Ghostface, especially having that happen to her so many times in her life. But it's kind of nice to see that she's moved on. Now she has a phone. And clearly she's, you know, at a point in her life where she doesn't let those experiences kind of traumatize her or take over her life, because this isn't a spoiler either. This was made public knowledge. She has 2 kids and she's married. So, and you can even see the ring on her finger right there, actually. So yeah, I'm glad to see Sidney's, you know, kind of like not, you know, taken over by her trauma and all that in this film, which is interesting.
It's happening.
And then my boy Dewey, man, he just looks so rough, bro. I like this new look for Dewey, though. It seems like he's going to be a lot more serious. I know people say they want him to be still goofy still, and I don't know. I don't see that. I'm glad they're going a more serious route. And for all we know, the trailer might just be a more serious tone, and the film might be a lot more goofy than it's leading on to be. So, and again, for all we know, all of this shit could not even be in the movie, which would be a shock, which would be a good thing, because it did low-key spoil a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if they cut out a lot of shit that's in this trailer and it's not actually in the movie. But yeah, my boy Dewey.
Attacks so far. Do you have a gun?
And that's a very specific thing to say. He said 3 attacks so far, meaning that possibly maybe they're not kills. We know Jenna Ortega isn't dying in that scene, if that is the opening scene. So that's an attack, and that's crazy to see that actually come to you know, light, because we've always like theorized that it might not be a kill this time, that they should switch it up and make it an attack, and it seems like they're doing that. Again, not confirmed. There could be an opening kill and Jenna Ortega is just being framed as being the opening scene. But yeah.
I'm Sidney Prescott. Of course I have a gun.
And I love that line, bro, because it makes so much sense. Of course, she's Sidney Prescott. She's been through 4 freaking killing sprees. Of course she has a gun, you know? I really do like that line. It's not cheesy at all. I know a couple people said it was cheesy, but it doesn't sound cheesy to me at all. It makes perfect sense and sounds like something someone would say in real life if that's happened to them all their life.
Something about this one just feels different.
Dude, I hope so, man. Better be different in a good way. He looks very Billy Loomis-y, and I forgot his name, but the character's name, and I don't know the actor's name, but they don't have a last name for him, so there's only 2 reasons that could be. Either 1, he's not important enough to give a last name to, or 2, he's, you know, got a last name of somebody important in which they don't want to spoil, which would probably give away a big portion of the plot or something. But as you can see in the trailer, he could die, and there's a scene later in the trailer where it shows like he's being attacked. There's actually 2 scenes further down the trailer, where one in which he's being pushed forcefully on the ground, and then I think he's being attacked in the last one. But as we know, you know, a lot of the Ghostface stage their own attacks to seem innocent. Good example of that is Jill in Scream 4, so I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, my boy Ghostface, he looks incredible.
I know who you are. I've been through this
a lot.
a lot.
And I like this, you know, it again, like Sidney, she doesn't have to be here probably. We don't know that actually, but you know, it seems like she's just coming back because she, you know, wants to put whoever this is in the ground, and she wants to mentor Sam. And you know, it's kind of like she doesn't want anybody wearing that Ghostface costume to live, because you know she's been through it and she just doesn't like that somebody's going on another killing spree, so she came back. But also, that what I said, like, it could also just be like connected to her, which it is, because she might be coming back because maybe she got a call or something. I don't know. It's because clearly it's connected to them in some way, to the original cast, and I'm really excited to see how that all comes together. But it seems, at least in this shot, that she's just coming back to mentor Sam, as we see in this next scene. But yeah,
This is your life now, which
you
means
see Ghostface. It looks like he's coming out of the Mocker house, low key.
a lot.
Yeah, he is actually. That's interesting.
This is your life
I forgot her
now,
name.
which means
That's Amber. So that's the person that Jenna Ortega's character was thinking that she was texting. I'm pretty sure that's Amber.
that whoever
And
this is
dude,
gonna
I think he's Martha's son or something.
lot.
Damn, it went back way
This
too
is
far.
your life now, which
Here, let me do
means that
that.
whoever this
But yeah, he's, I think, Martha's kid.
is gonna keep.
And Dylan Minnette, he plays Judy Hicks' son,
This is gonna
which he's 17 years old, so that's kind of weird. Either they just didn't mention it in Scream 4, which is believable. There's not anything in that movie that would have made Judy Hicks be like, oh, I have a son. So I don't think it's too far-fetched. I think some people say it is, but to me, it makes perfect sense. Like, name one scene in Scream 4 in which Judy Hicks would have just said, oh, I have a son. You know, it's believable. Maybe in Scream 4 she had a son and he was, you know, real young, and because every time we see her on screen is she's in duty, so it doesn't make sense that she would just randomly mention her son. So I think that's cool. Or maybe, you know, she adopted him after Scream 4. Who knows? He might be a killer.
gonna keep coming.
He's one of the only ones you don't see getting attacked in the trailer. She might be a killer. I don't remember her character's name though, but I do know she's the girlfriend of where is he at?
This is gonna
Of him. No, not him.
that whoever this
Him. I'm pretty sure they're a couple.
is gonna keep coming for you.
And yeah, the new cast looks great.
You ready?
Sydney always stays
Yes.
strapped.
Never.
Sydney looks great. Nev Campbell looks great.
For
And
this?
see, that's the thing, like, people are mad about, because it spoils. Clearly he's not Ghostface, but then again, you know, he could just be attacked. He might not die, for all we know. This could just be an attack by Ghostface and he might live. Dewey's been stabbed how many times in the back and survived? And I don't think Dewey's making it out of this movie, bro. If you ask me, I know a lot of people say like they like Gail better than Dewey, bro. I love Dewey way more than Gail. I wish she would die and Dewey would survive, but I guess it would make more sense in the context of the movie or whatever. But yeah. And Amber, she's in the Mocker house, clearly. Okay, so you can see this shot and you can see the cups and beer bottles, so they're clearly having a party there, and I'm guessing the killer decides to crash it or whatever, and you know. But I'm really excited, man. Could Stu be back? The only reason, dude, I would love for Matthew Lillard to come back, bro. The only reason why I hope to God they don't ever do that is because he's never been mentioned in the other movies, and that would kind of make the other movies look stupid, because I don't know, I just don't like when they bring stuff back and it doesn't make sense. That's the only reason, the one reason why I don't want him to come back. But if they had mentioned something that would even like hint at Stu still being alive, I would totally support them bringing him back. But since they don't, I hope they don't, because it wouldn't make sense. And then this, okay, look, take a good look at that cast. That's clearly Jenna Ortega. which is why I say she survived the whatever attack. Who knows if it's the opening, but it looks like it. But she's in a cast, and you're gonna see why she's in a cast later in the trailer. And then Ghostface is behind her. Maybe he's gonna kill her. Who knows, man? I'm just so excited to see what the motive of the killer is. Why because he clearly let her live. Like, there's no way she got away after him, you know, fucking up her leg. And she was definitely on her way to death. So
There's certain rules to
you know, he's kind of being a Randy.
surviving.
I like this new direction that Dewey's in. But I forgot his name. And this. Okay, so somebody, is this the killer? If so, man, they shouldn't have done that, because obviously then we could point out who maybe the killer is based off the tone of the skin or whatnot. That looks like a female hand, but maybe they knocked down Ghostface and stole his knife and now trying to stab him. Who knows? Maybe this is toward the end of the movie.
The attacks were all on people related to the original killers.
And that's interesting, man, because I really don't know what it could be. I think I might release some theory videos on that, but yeah, I definitely do not know what that could be about. Then my boy Dewey is
Whatever
clearly
is
gonna
linked
have a
into our
standoff.
past.
Man, I think he's gonna
pull us
die,
all
dude.
back
I don't want him to die though. And then Judy Hicks. Okay,
Keys to our
clearly
past.
this is
pull
kind
us
of
all
like a
back
Cotton
here.
Weary scene. If you remember in Scream 3, the killer calls Cotton and, you know, is threatening to kill his wife. I think this is kind of like that, but Judy Hicks, maybe, you know, the killer calls her and taunts her about Wes, you know, and she's on her way, and, you know, he's like, I'm going to kill your son. Kind of like some of what they do in this TV series. I think they do that somewhat in the TV series as well, but just not to this extent. But yeah, dude, this is interesting, because I know definitely some people think she might be the killer, and she very well could be. This might not even be in the film once again. And then you see he looks bloody, actually. I didn't even notice that before.
It's pulled us all back
He's
here.
clear. So it's clear that this character is gonna die probably. He looks bloody.
I won't sleep
and
until he's in the
then,
ground.
You know, Sidney, I won't sleep until he's in the ground. Again, going back to that, she doesn't want anybody in that costume, you know, killing people. And obviously, you know, there's some link to them, the main three. And then Dewey's clearly fighting off Ghostface, which has me worried. And then in the next, okay, here, I'm about to go slow-mo on this last part. I think this is a good speed. Ghostface is badass, bro. Again, Ghostface isn't, you know, no stranger to being attacked, to seem innocent, so he could still be a suspect. Don't think he can. And now this is spoilery, dude, because clearly either Dewey dies or this is just the scene for the trailer to get us hyped. So I'm pretty certain Dewey's dead, dude. This is just sad as hell, dude. Man, I wish they would have took Gail and kept Dewey, even though I love Gail, but she's the third best main in my opinion. But I don't think that's it. Originally, I thought that was Sidney holding her back, but I don't think it is. But yeah, Gail, dude, she would not be screaming for anybody like this except Dewey. So it's clear to me either Dewey's dead or, yeah, this is not in the movie. My boy Dewey obviously firing. And then that, you know, that character clearly, I think Ghostface might have like slammed his head on the hood or something. But yeah, I don't think he's surviving. And this, Samantha, is she the killer? Or I don't know, bro. This just seems spoilery. I hope a lot of this shit is not in the movie. Otherwise, then we're getting really spoiled. And that looks like maybe Jack Wade. I think that's his name. His character is getting stabbed, or somebody. It's a male character, but it's weird because, you know. And then this, Ghostface is brutal, bro. That's clearly Jenna Ortega. You can see the pink. You can see the pink. So that's clearly her. So yeah, that's Jenna he clearly breaks her leg, as I showed you her in the cast earlier in the trailer. So yeah, and then you see that, and then somebody's on fire. Looks to be a female character, maybe her, Amber, and then I think she might be getting killed off. Again, you know, Ghostface, she might be Ghostface. We don't know anything. And then I love this part, dude. Hello, Sidney. Yeah, I love that, bro.
Hello, Sidney. It's an honor.
It's an honor. Bro, I love that, bro. I love that dark, grittier tone, dude. That shit is awesome. And Sidney, clearly scared of something. But, you know, you can actually see, like, police lights. Low-key, if you, like, look. See police lights. Yep, you saw that. And Ghostface flashes, Scream 2022. Yeah, and people were like, okay, the M is a V for 5, but if you go look at the Scream 4 promotional photos and probably other Scream material promotional, you know, photos, you can see that it's also exactly like that for that. So I don't think they did that intentionally. But yeah, oh yeah, but yeah, this was great. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. This gets me really hyped. If they come out with another trailer, I'm going to do another breakdown. Again, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That would help me out tremendously. You have no idea. Help my video get out there. But yeah, that's all for now. January 14th, Spyglass. And that's it, man. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.